Greetings. My name is Mr. Keywan Harvey, and today I will be presenting to you my academic challenge, which is entitled Targeted Remediation. First, we'll start off with our goals and expectations. Goal number one, teacher will have a clear understanding how students are classified as target remediation. Goal number two, teachers will understand how to navigate a student through target remediation so that he or she can perform more independently. And goal number three, teachers will understand the difference between progress monitoring and intervention. Again, I would like to thank you all for joining me and watching my video on target remediation, bridging the gap in math and reading. These are our goals and expectations. At the end, you all will be able to provide me with some feedback based on this presentation. And I would like to thank you all in advance. So let's dive into goal number one. Goal number one states again, teachers will have a clear understanding how students are classified as target remediation. Bullet point number one, the Teaching and Learning Department with the Bibb County Public School District identified students in grades 3, 5, and 8 as target remediation if they did not successfully score proficient on the Georgia Milestone Assessment. Those same students in the following grades, 4, 6, and 9th, that were identified will receive remediation from grade level teachers in math, reading, and or both subject areas, depending on their score for each area. All right, goal number two. Teachers will understand how to navigate a student through target remediation so that he or she can perform more independently. We always want our students to have the assistance and the remediation and intervention that they need, but our ultimate goal is always to get our students to functioning on grade level or being able to work independently without as much help and prompt from the teacher. So keep that in mind. All right, so we will utilize a program entitled Bright Bites, okay? And I will show you the platform of Bright Bites and how you can reach Bright Bites. So Bright Bites, interventions and progress monitoring can be combined and entered once a month, okay? For example, the student will receive approximately 120 minutes of intervention each week for the weeks of April 6th through May 1st. All right, progress monitoring on April the 17th, the student scored 60%. Progress monitoring on May 1st, the student scored 70%. So that's an example how you would put this inside of your Bright Bites platform, okay? Interventions and progress monitoring. All right, they can be combined. Goal number three. Teachers will understand the difference between progress monitoring and intervention. Okay, in the previous slide, goal number two, I kind of introduced you to how to upload your progress monitoring and intervention data into our platform entitled Bright Bites. Now here, I'm going to share with you how you all can understand the difference. Progress monitoring pros have been compiled and developed for reading and math on the secondary level and can be found on the district SharePoint page. Okay, distant learning folder, progress monitoring pros link is all under the tab entitled distant learning folder on the SharePoint page. Progress monitoring pros, they're reading pros that students can complete for reading. And for math, we're using the platform entitled Accelerated Math 2.0. And once again, those students will use that platform for math, pros reading for ELA. One thing we have identified, our target remediation students, they are what we consider double block. So they have a ELA class followed by a reading intervention class. And those students who are struggling in math have a math class followed by a math progress class. So this is progress monitoring, goal number three. Okay. Also helping you to understand the difference between progress monitoring and intervention. Progress monitoring is the use of assessing students' academic performance to quantify a student rate of improvement or responsiveness to instruction and to evaluate the effectiveness of instruction. All right? Intervention is the act of identifying the problem and intervening with the strategy to use for progress monitoring. All right, so they go hand in hand. Progress monitoring shows the academic performance, the improvement, the responsiveness of the instruction, and we evaluate the effectiveness of the instruction. Where the intervention is what we use to identify the problem and help to intervene with different strategies that are beneficial to the child and getting them to reach their goal of being independent. All right, do we have any questions thus far? All right, since we are doing this virtual, I will ask that you all send me your questions electronically, or if you want to keep them privately, you can, let's see, if you want to keep them privately, you can email the questions to Dr. Reese, my mentor, and ask her to send it back out to me by taking your name off of it. So she can send it to me in a Word document from her, and I will know that it came from one of the participants on this particular, who are watching this website. All right. So also you have what we call a rubric. The rubric here is for you all to give me feedback on how beneficial this presentation was for you. If you feel like you're still stuck or something was not clear to you, please feel free to identify in the correct area on this rubric. You have the rubric in your packet that I have provided for you. Find it, and what you can do with this rubric, on the day that you all will arrive to the school to clean out your classroom or to pick up anything this week from your classroom, you can slide this in my mailbox under my door, because I will be going to the school at least for an hour each day this week to kind of get some things together that I'm working on. So once again, you can slide the rubric under my door inside of my mailbox. Do not put your name on the rubric. It is I don't want anybody to know what you said. I don't want to feel any type of way, but I do ask that you give me your best constructive feedback on this presentation. All right. So even though this slide says that's all, and once again, I would like to thank you. But before I close out, I would like to take you all to a certain page to show you where you can identify the Bright Bites platform, okay? So here is where you can find the Bright Bites. You will go here. Let me get my mouse. You will go here. Click on this tab, and this will take you to Bright Bites, where you will input your data and information. Okay? And then if you scroll down to find the Math Accelerated 2.0, you will find Renaissance Learning. And this is for my math teachers, because my reading pros, your reading pros, you will go to the school SharePoint page, and you will go, you will assess your pros through that link. Unfortunately, math doesn't have a link. So math will come here to where it says Renaissance Learning, and you will click on this platform. And from here, this is where the students will be able to complete the math pros, okay? So on their desktop, ClassLink desktop, everything is provided for them. All right. So once again, that's all I have for you all. Please ask questions. Make sure that you totally understand before you go out and start completing your progress monitoring and intervention. Okay. So once again, let's help bridge the gap between our math and our reading scores, and let's get that academic challenge erased, and let's put it behind us. Once again, my name is Mr. Keywan Harvey, and I thank you all for tuning in and providing me with feedback on this PowerPoint and my academic challenge. Thank you.